One of the perks about doing a show like Will It Donkey and Tets is that I have viewers like you who have access to the game that could go and create content specifically for one of these two shows. But it wasn't until recently that I started getting notifications about tracks that were created with Will It Donkey in mind. I think the reason why is probably because I've been freaking out for the past couple episodes talking about how there's no tracks available for me to go on Donkey. But regardless, you guys are coming through for me, which is awesome. Unfortunately, some of the tracks that you guys send me are a little too easy. And even though I now have an alternative means to jump in and get some wild, fucking crazy tracks, I still encourage you guys to go through and challenge me. Throw some shit at me and just be like, Mike B, here you go, good luck, right? Whatever you want to do, send some shit to me and I will try to donkey it. Now, of the one tracks you guys sent me, this particular submission really stood out. First off, it's the guy's first attempt at making a track, and besides the initial impression I got that he probably scattered random shit on some of the parts of this track, some of the obstacles are extremely clever and obviously methodically designed. I mean, it's either that or, you know, I'm on a donkey. We'll kick things off at the very first obstacle once again, and we have a small cluster of bricks. Nothing too fancy, right? Obviously, something that's gonna be a bit of a pain in the ass on the donkey, but nothing that we can't get over. But, of course, good view of the track, though. And the next checkpoint. No problem, easy fix, right? We just give a little bit of juice, make it to the other side, and then we slowly crawl up over the top because I have no idea what to expect, right? I just see just random shit blocks all over the place. I jump in here, there's a hole, okay, no problem. Make it over this, all right, make it, give it some juice, make it up over this, and be careful because there's another little gap right there. Just enough to fuck you if you're not paying attention. And I'll be honest, at this point, I am not thoroughly impressed, right? It's just an okay track. Yes, some of the elements are hard. I got 3 faults already, woo, right? I'm waiting for, like, the big one. Where's the big obstacle? The one thing that's gonna just completely fuck me for the next 6 or so hours-ish. Fast forward a little bit because yawn. All right, we make this jump here. Oh, look, there's a little thing. Oh, you almost got me, but not really. We're gonna go ahead and make this next jump. All right, now I can't really see what's going on here. There's rocks, more rocks, and oh, look at this. Okay, hey, we might have something here. I mean, it is pretty much, you know, a wall, kind of. It's a short, you know, wall. I mean, it's twice the height of the damn donkey, for fuck's sake, right? And it's obviously something you can't just crawl up. You're gonna have to fap your way over it. But see, this particular rock is special because it's not like a regular platform, like Activate was a flat platform. You get over there and I could do crazy stuff because it wasn't going to throw me off. And the reason why I say throw me off is because look at the slant. There's a slight slant there coming towards me. That does not work in my favor at all. Look at this right here. Notice how the bike starts falling backwards, like rolling backwards as I'm trying to do the fap technique, which is a legit technique, okay guys? Everybody does it. Everybody faps. But every time you do it, you roll back just a little tiny bit. I mean, it's hardly noticeable on a flat surface, but when it's on an incline, you notice that shit every single time. Now, we observe this, we acknowledge that it's there, we know that it is something that's gonna work against me, but we all know that the donkey gives 0 shits about physics, most of the time. But that doesn't mean that I didn't change up my strategy, right? I mean, for a second there, I thought that I could do some kind of crazy donkey slide all the way down this thing and hit the rock at the bottom and somehow jettison myself up over the top of that stupid fucking wall. Eventually, I kind of gave up. Because I ended up back here in this hole. So I had to continue climbing this wall over and over again, trying to do the fap thing. Sometimes I actually got close, like right here in just a minute. You're gonna see, I'm gonna make it up to the top of this wall, and then, fuck. This is a little disappointing because I was so close. But the good news is that I don't have that many faults because I'm getting better with the donkey. And so that, I at least have that. At least I know I'm getting better. So I'll have fewer faults, but I'll still be here for hours on end trying to get over stupid shit like that fucking rock. I mean, obviously this rock is not gonna have it. I even try to just slightly modify the way I climb it by just giving it a little bit of gas, even though it looks like I'm flipping all over the place. Give it a little bit of gas so I can kind of edge over. Next obstacle of note is, of course, another rock. Oh, who'd have thought? Crazy, right? This one, thankfully, is not at an incline, so it's actually fairly easy to get over. I can just kind of crawl over it, right? Remember the fat boy roll? That's how it works with the donkey. Nothing else for a while, though. You know, some of these obstacles, they're just kind of hit them and just kind of go over them. No big deal. He's got a little bit of a shocker here. But it's not that hard though, right? I mean, you just make a couple hops, make a few mistakes, still make her climb, you know, cross this little gap here. It's cleverly done. I hardly believe this is this guy's first track, honestly. I mean, there's enough things here to just kind of, it definitely feels like a track that's made by somebody who clearly knows what they're doing. All right, this right here, okay, we're about, you know, maybe 1-2 obstacles ahead. They were not that big of a deal. We're not gonna highlight every damn thing. It's a long track, okay? It's a really, really long track. Now, this is a huge pain in the ass. I can get over it sometimes, right? Make it over, land down here, crash, okay? But look ahead, look after this gap. See that that kind of incline to the next checkpoint over there? Yeah, that's basically a fucking wall, like a flat wall almost. And here, I'm stuck on this stupid gap. This stupid gap! It is designed beautifully, because look at it. Look at where the back wheel starts right at the beginning, okay? I'm at a slight decline, which means I have to work against that to flip myself up and then kind of, you know, give it a little bit of a jerk to get over the top of the next little hill there. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this definitely took a few attempts. At least a handful. And the shittiest part of the entire thing is that this was actually my second attempt. My first attempt went like this. What the fuck? Why is that? Can somebody explain to me why that is? Why is it that the second time around, all of a sudden I'm shitty? Anyways, here we are. This is pretty much almost the end. There's not much left after this. It's practically nothing. You can even see the end. It's right over there, just to the right of the screen. But we have to deal with this lever pit combo. And this pit is just, I mean, just take a look at it for a minute. How am I supposed to climb over this? My fucking wheels are tiny, I think fucking roller skate wheels on this thing. I'm not gonna be able to climb my way over this, right? I could do fancy tricks inside of this little hole. Hey, that's awesome. I did, however, think that maybe if I give myself just enough swing, I can probably launch myself over, but unfortunately, that didn't happen. Just getting over this lever alone is a pain in the ass, and I thought maybe I could like jump on it and fly off the other end and just coast all the way to the other side, but the problem is that it's so loose on there. It just slides right off every time you attempt to do this. I'm sorry, almost every time. You see, with less than a minute on the clock and after 60 or so faults, you start to kind of look at the environment, look at the objects around you, and you realize that, oh hey, this lever system, even though the fulcrum itself has zero friction, it just slides right off every single time, you can actually make that work for you. You see, all I have to do is just get the bike up and over the fulcrum, which is the center, the barrel there, okay? As long as I get it just over, maybe just on top, I should be able to hit the brakes right when I land. And what that'll do is that'll keep it from sliding backwards for just a moment. And because you're carrying all of that forward momentum, when you hit the brakes, you're actually kind of pushing it forward a little bit. Just enough again to mitigate the counteractive force, which is gonna be you hitting the gas one more time. And it's just enough to allow you to fly over to the other side. But now that I'm here, there's another problem. I have less than 20 seconds left. And this is the part where you start freaking out a little bit. We know that we're close to the end. I have no idea how close, right? But you're gonna start making stupid mistakes. You're gonna start falling on your face. And you know that we're not gonna make it. This is the end right here. 5 seconds, 4, 3. But listen, you can actually hear me drop the controller. I'm so fed up. And then here in a second, you're gonna hear me like breathe really heavy for a moment. But wait, there's more. Listen. Obviously, I was not happy. I tried to donkey it, it didn't work out. 30 minutes went by, and unfortunately, I just ran out of time. But time doesn't mean shit to a donkey master. And neither does space, for that matter. And remember that one time when I said, and the shittiest part of the entire thing is that this was actually my second attempt. Well, I wonder how that went. Well, since we already know everything up to this point, let's go ahead and just jump past this, go down this hill, gonna hit this, gonna come down here, do a fancy little backflip, because I'm like that, gonna land right here, gonna jump over this thing, slowly, because I don't know what's past this point. It's a buzzsaw, no problem. Okay, put my face in the ground, and then boom, look at this. We have a couple of really, really steep inclines. But you know what? Fuck inclines, right? Donkey Master. Inclines, time, space, physics. Fuck you, gravity. Nothing's gonna stop me from going the extra 25 feet to get to the exits. And if you don't believe me, let's slow this down. Watch. Look at that front flip. Look at that front flip. And look at this save. See? See? Nothing is going to stop me. I mean, the exit's right there. I knew it. I know that I got this. I still have 2 minutes left on the clock. Right? I might just sit here all day long and just kind of enjoy it for the next 2 minutes at least. And just kind of enjoy it. But no, I'm gonna do a nice little wheelie right to the end. And listen to real reaction. Fucking masturbate. Fuck this.